Hi everyone, my name's Cheryl Hurst. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Sydney, Australia. How are you today? Today I'm just looking at this stamp set, Among the Swallows. It's one stamp and it's to colour in whatever you want to use. You can use your blends, you can use ink, you can use water paint, or you could use the pencils. I'm going to use pencils, and I'm using a stamping positioning tool, and I'm going to put my piece in there. You can see that I've stamped one already, and I'm going to be using, I'll move that over there. I've got my cup of tea because it's a cup of tea sort of thing to do when you are colouring and stamp it well. And why I'm using this is because you probably will need to do it a couple of times to get the image right. So I'm just stamping that. It's really good because it's raised and it goes on really nicely. So just make sure you've got a nice cover, and then we put it on to the basic white there, and you just press there. And what I do, I just get one of my blocks, and just to give it a bit more pressure, I do this, just because I don't have a lot of strength, it's age, whatever. So there you are, and that is done in one go. It's covered really well, so I don't need to do it again. So by just using something to roll on it just a bit harder, it's really good. So your blocks come in handy for that. So that's the piece we're doing, and I'll just move that out of the road now. And I have started, because I didn't want to keep you forever, so I've done a little bit, but also I want to show you what to do. Basically, I'm not a real good colorist, so let's see. So I've got my pencils, I've got a blender. If you want to use blending, you can buy these are very good. They're a blender pen, but today I'm using the watercolors, the paintbrush. So I've been using Granny Apple Green, and I've been using Garden Green, just to give the two different highlights. So all you need to do basically is not to colour the whole thing. Okay, so with here, just colour. I'm using the Garden Green, and I'm just using a bit of colour just there, and I'm going to get my watercolour, my paintbrush, and I'm just going to get the nib wet and just do it. You don't need to do it because you need the different depths, and you just push the paint, the pencil that you've just done, you just push it to colour it in, and you can get some there, and it goes light. And if you want a bit more, I'm going to do a bit of that there, and you just push it around and blend it in. That's basically all you're doing. So I've got some here that I haven't done, and you just colour it in. So you don't have to sit there and colour every piece of it. It's better if you don't, and it's just easier to push the colour with the water, just like that. And we just need a bit of green here. I wanted it a bit darker, so I did that, and just push it to where you want it. Okay, And when, if you're changing colours, just make sure, because your tip goes the colour of the pencil. So just make sure you clean it before you do that. So I'm just going to go over some of this and push the colours. So it's fun and nice and relaxing. That's why I said you need a cup of tea or a coffee. And you can just put a bit more colour there. And I can do this one. It's probably best to do section by section, so then you're not missing it, where I've done it by colour, and I'm sure I'll go miss something, because that would be me. And then the colour in this one, that leaf. You just do that. That's basically all you're doing. And it's not getting too wet because I'm just using normal. You can use the other paper that suits it better, but if you're only doing it very lightly, you don't need to have the other paper. And I'm just going to just put a little bit of colour in these. I'm just going to do the tops there. And we're just going to got those, the leaf there. I'm just going to do some granny apple greens there, just like that. And I've got these ones here to paint. Got little touches here. Do that. Okay. Might need it. Yellow. It looks like we've got a little bee. Some bees. Just pushing the colour. That's all you're really doing. Doing that. So keep checking what you've got. Just like that. Need just going to do a bit dark there, dark there. Yeah, so it's quite good. Are you all enjoying the retirement? But it's not last chance anymore, but you know, the sale is quite good. Some great bargains. You'll find all those things on my there's a little bee down here. I really should have changed that colour. I just dropped that. Yeah, I'm just wetting that and just clear it. And I was lucky that I didn't muck those up. So I've got that. Now I've been using Melon Membo and Fresh Freesia for the flowers, and all I've done is just put a tiny bit of Melon Membo there, and I just spread it around a bit, then I've used the Fresh Freesia just to lighten it, because when the buds open you have a lighter colour. That's what I'm saying anyway. So it all depends on what you want to do. So I've got that, and I've got a bud there. So I've got all the flowers. Now I am going to do the tops of these. I'm just going to put a dot on the flowers. I'm not changing the colours too much. I don't want too many different colours going on. I've seen where you can colour the background, but I'm going to keep mine white, just so I want to show the colours that I've used, and I think it's better if I had the white background. Just like that. And I'll just colour these bits in. Oh, there's some green there I have to do. See, that's what I mean, like you have to look. It's easy to miss things. I'm just sort of just doing little dashes or dots wherever I need to. Okay, now there's some down here too. It's beautiful. It reminds me of when spring, we're in summer now, but still you have some beautiful flowers coming out. But spring's always nice with all the new life. And now I'm just using the tip of my brush just to spread it just a little bit, soften it. Just moving it. And you might get out of the lines like I have, but who cares? It's handmade. Okay, so we'll do down here. So it's probably a little bit dark here. It looks like we're going to have a storm soon. I'm just going to colour that a bit more because I'm using the darker colour. And there's one there. And I'm just going to colour. Now I'm just going to turn this around so I don't put my hand in the bits that are a bit wet still. Because we've been doing the colouring, make sure you use a good adhesive, which I'll use the seal, just so it doesn't curl up. But your best is to leave it to dry. Just colour that little bit in. There, now just clear that. And I have just got a few leaves here to do. And I'll just colour those in. Yep, so we've got that. Excuse me. This is my first cup of tea. I drink peppermint tea. I like that. As you know, I can't have the caffeine, so I'm just going to do, this is the basic grey I'm going to be using. And I'm just colouring in some of the defined parts there. So like, I'm going to do that quite dark. I'm pressing a bit harder on those areas because I want them to be darker. I don't know what they are. They could be swallows, so I don't know. They look like the swallow tails, don't they? And that's why I did it in in grey granite. I know that's not really a, you know, could use stays on to do watercolours, but I let this dry and I'm only touching the water. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to go over these parts, the dark parts first, and I've got the colour there, and I'm just going to be very lightly colour the rest in. So you sort of got the two shades, and you can change. So I'm doing it light to start with, and then I'll add more colour to things where I think I want the darker. So I'm just going to colour that all in. It's nice and quick and easy. Here's the other swallow. I'm going to call them swallows. Yeah, well, that one's come out dark. So I might want to put a little bit more on his head. Dot, and I'll just colour those in. Just to give it a bit of definition. So I think I've got it all. Just having a quick look. Yep, I think so. What I'm going to do now is bring in my cardstock. I'm going to use the Melon Mumbo as a back, and I'm using the basic white, so I'm just going to, the basic white thick. So I'm going to put my pencils back in my thing so I don't lose them or break them. That'd be tragic. And seal. So I'm just going to do the seal. Because I painted it so lightly, it's dried straight away. And that's one good thing when you're using the watercolour pencils. And we could, and we will, a bit of Wink Stella, and that will push things around as well. So just be careful. I might just do their head. Just a little bit on their wings. Head, and just a little bit on their wings. Just a tiny bit. So we're going to set that just a touch, just to give it a bit of a shine. How about that? It's a bit hard with this light, I'm sorry. And we're just going to place that on there, like that. And now I have to decide what sort of sentiment I'm going to use. Put them away. But I naturally haven't pulled one out. So I am going to look at, where did I see it? I'm going to see it now. He said simply. I'm sure it was here somewhere. Oh yeah, sweetly scripted. I love this. This one. It's an online exclusive, and it's got everything here, all the things you need. Happy anniversary, congratulations, birthday, and that. So they're long stamps. As you can see, I haven't used much. I've used one, and I'll use that one. It's happy birthday. So it's a bit long for the card, but you just can snip that off. And I'll get my scraps out. And I think 2 centimeters will probably be enough. That's just under an inch. It's probably 3/4 of an inch. And much to stamp on, but I won't be using all of it. So. I've got that, and bring that back in, and I'm using I because it's a long skinny stamp. Put it the right way around, and I'm just thinking what colour I'll use. I think white would be the best. White. Do you think I can find anything in this place? I have got so many projects on my desk, and that's what I'm looking for. So get the embossing buddy, and because it's a darker colour, you'll see it more. And look how crooked that is. My goodness. That's how much I had to take off because it was not cut straight. Okay, so we've got that, the Versamark, and we need the stamper along. I just do it like this, it'll be easier. So make sure you got it nicely moist, and just try to get that in the middle. See how close I get that to the middle. Be interesting. Not too bad. So I've got it there. And now, gold was the last one I used. Put that in the container. I think white would be the best. I was just looking to see if I should do black, but white would be the best. So I'm just going to put that like that, and just going to get my white. Oops, always cover that up so you don't get powder on it. And let's get my white. Hopefully it's still good. And cover it up. Give it a gentle shake, and it looks like it's covered well. So that. And I'm just going to get my little brush and just brush that little bit off. Just, I can see just some little, light little bits. So, because I don't want that melted into it. Okay, I'm sorry, it's just going to be a bit loud. Just heating it up for the moment, so let's do that. Okay, so now we're just going to, you can do it this way. I'll show it this way so you can see it not shaking there. And you can see it starting to melt away. It's amazing. I love watching it change. It's just so fascinating to watch it. And it's not hard to do. Okay, so just make sure you've got it all. Yep, I'm happy with that. Put that to the side so it's safely because it gets hot. And now we've got that, so we just need to trim it for the card. Be probably perfect if it was going that way, but we're going this way. Okay, I'm just giving a moment for it to set. I'll just move my things around just so I don't smudge it, because it's probably it's cooled down. Okay, so what I need is a 10.5. So I'll take, how big is it? It is 15.5, so I'll go to 14.5. I'll go to 13.5. I'll cut that piece off, and then I'll go 12.5. So we're sort of keeping it even. 12.5, so I'll go to 11 here. Cut that little piece off, and then I'll go to 10.5. So there you are. We've got it nice and even, which is good, and it should fit, which does, which is a miracle. And we're just going to put 3 on, 4 on, because I've got a big gap there. I'll put 4 on. Because I am in desperate need for birthday cards. I've got a lot of birthdays happening. And that's how I've got that one. And I am just going to get my embellishments up here, sorry. As I said, I haven't organised anything. I'm doing it off the cuff, sort of. Yeah, this is what I want. I knew what I wanted anyway. I'm going to be using these gorgeous glossy dots, and I'm going to use the Melon Mumbo. It's one of my favourite things. Just put them around. They're 3 different sizes, and I don't mind if they get lost. There, put that just like that. So there you are, and that is the cute stamp set of, oh sorry, I've used that one, and this is the stamp set Among the Swallows. Oh, so they were swallows. Duh. Anyway, obviously I need to drink more tea. So there you are, and I hope you have a, oh, before I forget, remember we've got this that started this week, is the special release of the beautiful papers, revamped, and I hope you enjoy them. You can see them online in my store, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed. I really appreciate you, and thank you so much. See you later. Bye.